Welcome, everybody, to the F4 Hunger Awareness Show.
It's my goal to feed 1 billion people before I die.
We want to bring awareness around the issue of hunger and food insecurity.
7 to 8 million people served so far. With the sole goal of eradicating world hunger by connecting sources of food to recipients in need. Fiorenza's Food for Friends.
Eric Fiorenza here with F4 on the F4 Hunger Awareness Show, joined today by Stacy Martin. Stacy, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for asking, and I'm happy to be here.
Honored to have you. You joined our board this year, so welcome. We appreciate you being part of the team, helping us create a world without hunger.
Thank you. Again, that's my pleasure. Helping F4 like this in the community has been something that I've been thinking about for a while and serving a little bit more and getting more involved in the community. So this is a perfect avenue for me.
Stacy, tell us a little bit about your professional background, where you used to work, your industry experience, and then what led you to wanting to do food recovery with us.
So I've spent my entire career in commercial real estate, largely on the ownership side of things with transactions, leasing, and asset management. I have also done brokerage. I am a broker of record for a local brokerage firm. I have my CCIM designation. I do sit on two professional boards, the CII Council and the Chester County Economic Development Council. So I stay pretty busy, but again, F4 gives me a chance to dig further into the community, not just to help people in general, but certainly for something like food insecurity, which is huge globally. So to make a small impact would be great.
Yeah, and people don't realize we have it in our backyards. We have it all over the world. Roughly 1 in 5 people in our country go without food. They're food insecure. So they don't know where their next meal is coming from. They also don't know when they're going to eat again. They don't know what types of food they're going to have access to. So in this problem of there's so many problems we have, but in America alone, the challenge of just food insecurity is so real and palpable. Around the world, almost 1 trillion people are food insecure. It's around 900 billion people. I'm sorry, 900 million
Mhm.
people don't have access to food. So you think about how many billions of people there are in the world. Almost 1 billion
Mhm.
people are food insecure. They don't know where their next meal is coming from. And depending upon different pockets and populations, that could be due to environmental issues, that could be due to political issues. A lot of times there's no access. There's what's called food deserts. There's no access to food in different areas, and people
Right.
get what they need. It's just so sad.
Yeah, it definitely is. And then to walk into a facility like the Westchester Senior Center, which I did recently, you think it's just a center for seniors and so they can be social and get some needs met, but you don't realize that part of what they do is offer, opportunities for breakfast and lunch. They have a food pantry. And the whole center is being utilized. It's not just about food and addressing the food insecurity, but just addressing the community, gives the people a place to socialize. There was just so much great energy there.
Yeah. So you went with Brenda recently to the Westchester
Yeah.
Area Senior Center. And
Yes, yes, we had a great visit. I couldn't believe it. It was we went so fast, but I bet you we were there for an hour and a half, where there was just so much.
tell us a little bit about the work that they're doing at the Senior Center.
So, I was blown away really by how many programs they run simultaneously. If I mean, just randomly, I'm just thinking of, we walked into the reception area. There was people signing up for things. There was new people walking in, getting tours. There were people walking in, going into like three or four different directions, depending on what activity they were going for. And so it was just kind of, it looked like, I felt like I was at the mall and I was shopping or something. There were so many people. But there was one area on the right, it was a library of books.
Amazing.
People donate the books. They have book clubs. Some of the seniors are very obviously, take it very personally. So they're rearranging the books, finding ways to make that more accessible to other seniors. Such a small part of it is just it's big to a lot of people that find that to be with their hobbies or their interests. Again, there's an area, there's a full kitchen in there. They serve breakfast and lunch. There's a myriad of exercise classes going on. Like I said, social activities. They have health and wellness programs, educational programs, free tax preparation, computer education, a computer lab. It was just, you could tell it's just sort of like the heart of the community with there's so much going on.
That's really cool. I'm sharing a couple of these screenshots for those that are going to watch this on YouTube. It is pretty amazing, and they have some general information and assistance as well. So on Medicare, what a great resource for our community. Even nutrition education, that's really cool. So they've got nutrition education. So there's a lot there. There's some stuff now on sun protection and hydration, electrolytes, cholesterol, knowing your numbers, the importance of sleep, blood sugar. It's great that a resource like this exists in the community. They reference blue zones. I read a book on the blue zone diet. So there's 5 areas in the world where people live longer. They're centenarians. I think centenarians. They
I've
live
heard that,
maybe 100
yes.
years.
Hmm.
One of them is like Italy. One of them is off the coast in California. But they the types of foods that they eat in these blue zones. I think it's referencing some of these. Yeah, California, Costa Rica, Sardinia, Greece, Okinawa, Japan. Um, the types of foods they say have contributed to their longevity, but also their activity level. They all live a very purpose-driven life. It's much more natural. The foods are less ingredients. They do have a lot of plants in that diet, so there's going to be people that think it's good or bad, but there are a lot of plants. I know beans are like a real key fixture in the Blue Zone diet.
Hmm.
A lot of them have something of like faith connection. There's some stats here. It even says that belonging to a faith-based community can add 4 to 14 years of your life expectancy. Eating dinner, 80% rule, like you eat until you're full, 80% full, and then you
Hmm.
still have like 20% more that you could eat. So just kind of pausing that, being close to loved ones. They also tend to live like
Exactly.
in communities. So the Blue Zone it's a really cool book, and I think they did a documentary on it on YouTube or Netflix. But the concept of just ways to naturally extend your life through healthy habits. They work on reducing their cortisol levels, stress reduction, which is walking, exercising. They're less plugged in too than I think we are. I think we're in a really go busy, busy all the time. Check your phone.
Mhm.
And I think they seem to be a little bit more just in tune with nature and taking time. But yeah, but they consistently report people living to be 100 years or older.
That's amazing. Well, that's a great goal for everybody.
It
I would
is.
think, I would hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the things I can see that you're putting up on the screen, I mean, just even walking around the different rooms, there's bulletin boards, and just when you think you've seen enough, there's something more, there's another corner to turn and something else happening. What was really interesting is, I mean, I think it's pretty clear actually that what they're doing is far more than people realize. You just see the senior center, you think people are going in for exercise, I guess, or something simple. And it really is a community. And the other thing that I thought was pretty special, and Leah does a great job, is they have hundreds of volunteers, very few staff, but the staff knows everybody by name, all those people that come in there.
That's
So
amazing.
I was
Leah
again
Reynolds.
blown away by the way it's managed, the scope of what they do. I did learn myself, too, that about 85 cents of every dollar donated that they receive goes to their services.
Wow.
Um, I know, and it's their 49th year in service in the community, which is fabulous. About 85% of the seniors that do visit participate in either the breakfast and or lunch program. And they serve, a couple of 100,000 meals annually. So, yeah, so something so ba that we take for granted is so basic. Um, Even our seniors in our community here obviously need assistance in that regard. Or heck, maybe it's even just coming in and being able to have a meal with somebody.
You're 100% right. So it says this was their 2025 fiscal year. They served more than 18,000 meals. So they ensured older adults in the community had consistent access to nutritious food. It looks like each month they provide approximately 400 adults support through what's called their corner cupboard.
Hmm.
So it's I guess maybe you saw that when you were there, the corner cupboard.
Yes. I was surprised about that. I didn't think they had the staff for the room, because like I said, it's a big space, but there's a lot going on. So they were able to carve out an area to address that as well.
What an amazing organization. Just doing great, great stuff. And they have the technology piece. So they offer memberships. So definitely, if you're in the area, if you are a senior or you know someone that's a senior, great place to belong. I see this all over their website. The idea of belonging. There's the financials that you mentioned. The idea of belonging somewhere, having a place to go. Their mission, the Westchester Senior Center, is a nonprofit providing services and programs to persons 60 years or older without regard to race, color, creed, handicap, sex, or origin. It serves the following townships: East and West Goshen, Westtown, Thornbury, East Bradford, Willistown, Birmingham, and the borough of Westchester. So this is beautiful. Great, great work they're doing. Contributions to the Westchester Senior Center are tax deductible. So we will make sure we include some of the links when we post the podcast online. Anything
Okay.
else you want to talk about in your time there visiting? Because we've been working with them for a long time, providing food. We also worked with them on the chili cook-off. We actually used some of those kitchens to make some of the chili a couple years ago.
Yeah, right. It's a great location, right? It's convenient, and it is a nice big kitchen. That's perfect. No, again, I was grateful to have the opportunity to visit. Like I said, I had no idea what I was walking into. I thought it was just a simple senior center, and it's just so much more. So again, grateful to have gone there to meet the staff. And I'm excited for how F4 and I can stay in touch with them and continue to support our community. They're really doing incredible work.
That's awesome. Stacy, if you could share one thing with those that are listening about what is a good reason to get involved, why you get involved, why you should get involved and volunteer. We're looking for volunteers to cook, transport food, to write blogs. What would you say to somebody listening today if they're thinking about getting involved and they're on the fence?
I think there's a number of reasons, but if I know sometimes people are looking to serve, but they say they just don't have a lot of time or they don't have the skill set. I would say in this regard, there's lots of different options. For example, we have the cooking program. So if once a month, if you can cook a couple of casseroles, somebody picks it up at your door and then delivers it, to a home that, or, down in the city where they can serve it to a community. If you we also have the food recovery where we're driving. Actually, we've done a lot of that with Panera Bread, and we've done it with Wawa. Just taking a couple of hours to drive around your neighborhood. You're probably doing it anyway. So it's something that's easy and convenient to do. The chili cook-off, it's a fun day. There's so much to do. It'll just go by so quickly just because there's so much going on. But it is just all the smiles and the intensity, and it's just really, really joyous thing to see. So I would say F4 makes it easy to provide opportunities to serve. But having done it now for a few months, the people are amazing. The board is amazing. Brenda's amazing. Obviously, the community groups that we're connecting with is all great. And you can do a little bit or you can do a lot.
I appreciate you saying that, and I agree with you. So if you're listening, please reach out. We want to obviously end hunger and food insecurity. We also want to spread hope and love, and we want to bring people to a
Mhm.
better place, produce better outcomes, whether they're a volunteer or they're someone that needs help. If you need help, contact us. We'll do everything we can to help you. And if you want to get involved, which we hope you do, reach out. We'll find a place for you that you're comfortable with and a way to give back and make this world a better and brighter place. So I appreciate you being with us today, Stacy. For those that are listening,
Thank
please
you.
subscribe to F4. We're on all of your streaming platforms. So F4 Service, and please follow us on social media, F4 Service. We appreciate it. We appreciate your support, Stacy. Thanks for all you're doing to make this world a better place. And for those listening, thanks for being with us on the F4 Hunger Awareness Show. Stacy, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time today.